Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Burton Burger Podcast. This is episode 319. We have a very special episode for you guys today. Bert's here.
Yeah,
he's here.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah. He's already said more in this episode just now than he's going to say the entire episode. So that's because we have an actual guest on, and Bert's not going to fucking talk. So we have the one and only Sports Gaming Rosters with us today, also known as Gargamel. Is that how you say it? Gargamel?
Sure, yeah.
Garg for short. We'll call you
old heads know who Gargamel is, so
yeah. We'll call him Old Gargy, as everyone calls him, like the old musky thing. And Elon's like, nobody's ever called me that before. Holy shit. Nobody ever. But yeah, Gargamel is here with us today from Sports Gaming Rosters. How you doing, Garg?
Hey, doing good, man. Or good to be on.
Yeah. We're happy to have you on, man. It's been a long time coming with everything, with winter storms and children being bastards and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I got 100 excuses, but I finally ran out of them.
Yeah,
so I'm here.
You're not the first person to say that, actually. So somebody once told us that they were like, hey, I could do it right now if you want. And we're like, okay. And he's like, fuck, you guys weren't supposed to say that.
Yeah, he wanted to sound good, yeah.
Yeah, so he wanted to make it as sure as our fault that we couldn't record, but I left the gym and everything. I remember that day. So Garg is behind the very creative YouTube channel named Sports Gaming Rosters. It took him a very long time to come up with that one, and I bet you guys can't figure this out from his username, but he actually opens up toys and reviews them for a living, like Ryan Toy Reviews. No, I'm kidding. He makes
yeah. That's how it started. Yeah. I was 39 years old.
Yeah. Gotta be careful with those jokes nowadays.
I know.
Look like somebody like Bert, so we better stop. But yeah. So Garg here, I found him because in Madden they added this new feature within like 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that, where you could actually download custom rosters to your franchise. So instead of having these automated players to bring into your draft to draft them for franchise, you can actually have custom ones now. And people like Garg go and put in all of the effort to make these custom rosters so dickheads like Bert and I can go have fun and try to make this game a little tolerable. So am I on the head with that? Did I miss something, Garg? Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, I've been playing video games, football specifically, since Tecmo Bowl, not even Tecmo Super Bowl, but Tecmo Bowl, Nintendo. I'm an old man, and the past 10 years or so, just sports games, the card collecting modes where they just try to drip money from you all year long, and kind of have forgotten the single player experience. So I really don't even play Madden that much, but I know there's a lot of people out there who still enjoy it. It's the only football game we have. And, I try to do things to make the franchise experience that they've kind of neglected, EA Sports, try to make that a little more immersive and stuff that people want to play throughout the year, because it's all we have. And, they're not going to put the effort into it. So it's up to creators. There's a lot of good creators out there to kind of keep it going for everybody. So, yeah, I get a lot of good feedback and everything, and that's what keeps me going for the people who like to play franchise by themselves or whatever. Yeah, I waste a lot of my life doing that kind of thing for a game I don't even really like. So that's all I know now. Yeah.
Same with us in this podcast.
Yeah.
It's a passion project.
I do it for people like you. I don't do it for Bert. The occasional guest that we get on, 319 episodes later. It's nice to talk to folks like yourself, Garg, because I'm sick of talking to this other dipshit. So, happy to have you here. But yeah, no. So, I love people like Garg who go in and say this game is so unfathomably fucking bad that I am going to spend hundreds of hours trying to make it better for other people. So
Yeah.
it's you're a true hero for us Madden players, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's just I've always done it. Going back 20 years, I used to make the college football rosters when
No, okay.
they didn't have the real players. It's just, and that's the game used to be worth playing then. It's just, I don't know. I enjoy creating and gathering all that information and research and things like that. So it's just old habit at this point, and my YouTube channel is doing okay. And it's a small channel, but it's got a lot of really cool, a really good community. So I like to do it for those
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, so again, in Madden, you can play a franchise mode where you take a team and then you just play a regular season with them. If you do well, you make it to the playoffs. You do well in the playoffs, you make it to the Super Bowl. And then after the Super Bowl, there's the off season where you're cutting players, signing players, doing free agency, things like that. One of the big things in the off season in Madden is the NFL draft. Happens in real life, happens in Madden. And like I was saying, EA for the longest time just did auto-generated players. They did not bring real-life college players into the game. They literally just auto-generated. So you'd literally have fucking Thumber Billy, former guest here at Burton Burger, as QB1, who's 5'9", but had a hell of a piss rocket of an arm, going first overall to the fucking Cleveland Jets because everyone relocates all over the place.
Yeah, and he goes to like Southwestern State University Community College.
Exactly, yeah, but damn, he lit the world on fire. And he literally looks like
yeah.
a thumb, too, as well. And it was just so poorly generated. And then, like I said, you could upload a custom draft class to the Madden servers, and then people could download your class. And Garg's been doing that for a while and has made the game a lot more fun. So, this... I'm guessing your most recent draft class, or the one that you've been spending the most time with, is the 2026 draft class that's coming up here in a few months, IRL.
Yeah. Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this process that you go through, man. I mean, when do you start? Because I know right now, like, you're like building classes out to like 2029 right now or some shit like that. I thought I saw. How does a draft class begin? And what's the process it goes through?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with the cycle for this year. I do a few updates, one a few weeks after the game comes out, one during midpoint of the college football season, one after the season, and one during the combine, which is coming up. So that's usually in my current year. I'll do, 4 or 5 updates. People want more, but this stuff, it's so tedious. It takes so long. But pretty much gathering the players and doing my own research, using other resources, scouting reports, all that stuff. It's pretty much year round. I have a website, Sports Gaming Rosters, I'm putting back up. It's under construction right now, but you can see 4 years worth of guys. So I just have that updated all the time. Research, things like that. Just it's a hobby. It doesn't pay, but I've always been into that kind of thing. So yeah.
Give her time, Garg. Give her time.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's pretty much year round.
That seems like something EA would try and sponsor.
Yeah.
Man, I used to live a good 10, 15 minutes from EA Tiburon, which is in Orlando, and people are like, "Man, EA should hire you." And, the fact that this is a feature at all is actually kind of a miracle because they don't care about this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't give them money all year long, so they're like, "Yeah, here, throw these franchise guys a bone." It doesn't work. There's bugs and issues all the time. It's like held together with duct tape and Elmer's glue. It breaks all the time, but it's at least a feature. It's better than we've gotten. So
Yeah. It's probably just in the game because they've, what do they say? They're just copying the files over, so it would be more of a hassle to cut those files out when they're copying it from last year's game.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah. So you go through and you do all their stats and stuff based off of like scouting reports and all of that stuff and the data that you get throughout the season. Now, when you start creating a file or a draft class, the top people that you have at the start of it has to be different by the time the actual draft starts, right? So like Fernando Mendoza, he's projected to be the first overall pick in this upcoming draft. Was someone like Mendoza like a top 5 person for you when you started making this draft class last year, or did he just slowly climb the ranks like he did in the real college season?
No, sometimes you'll get, a Trevor Lawrence or Caleb Williams. Those guys were number one throughout the whole process. But this year in particular, Mendoza wasn't even considered 2026. He was kind of just a mid-tier guy for 27. I had bums like, well, I had Archman. He kind of worked his way back, but I had bums like Garrett Nussmeier, Cade Klubnik. They're not even really draftable guys, and they were at the top. So this was one of those where Mendoza just kind of came out of nowhere. He was a decent prospect, but yeah, that happens a lot, and that's why I up a few times throughout the year, because it gets outdated pretty quickly, especially with football prospects. And then I got guys wondering, all right, the occasional person wonder, hey, why is so and so not in this class? I mean, if I could sit here and make $2,000 a month doing this, I'd be able to drop a class every week or two. But YouTube doesn't pay like that.
No. Yet again, just give her time, Guard. But yeah, like literally 4 weeks ago by, and that top 5 can look drastically different. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, and then you go through and you do all their ratings and stuff like that. But do you also? I'm assuming like, do their names the same, their numbers the same, their school the same, their height, weight, all of that kind of stuff too?
Yeah. Everything's accurate. As far as I know, I don't go through other classes, but I'm the only one who does every player, from Mendoza to that scrub who's not going to be drafted. But hey, I've actually heard people. There's a YouTuber, I don't know, I'm not going to say his name wrong. I don't remember off the top of my head, but he uses my classes to kind of do these little videos rebuilding guys, and he says, hey, somebody might like that one bum who goes to their school, and they're kind of excited to see, he's an undrafted player. So yeah, I've always say if I'm not going to do it right or do it full, then I'm not going to half-ass it. So that's why my stuff kind of takes a long time to come out, but I think it's pretty accurate and pretty good. And people who are here and they stick around and they wait for it and don't just grab the first class off the share, I think they're usually pretty satisfied. And so I waste time. I don't say waste. I enjoy doing it, but I spend a lot of time doing it. Way more than I really should, but hey, it's all right.
Well, and then you got assholes like my co-host cousin here that pisses and moans about uploading a TikTok for the podcast that takes 30, 60 seconds, something like that, or make a post on Twitter.
World,
and editing a quick little ha-ha TikTok here. While Garg here is out here making a 9th string kicker that went to some community college that will probably make it to 3 rosters across hundreds of thousands of downloads, and not even make a practice squad after that. So, again, I salute people like you, Garg.
I don't know what that says about him or what that says about me. He values his time more than I do, apparently.
Yeah, I don't. If you saw what he was doing,
really.
Exactly. You would be embarrassed. You'd be ashamed.
God. How many players deep do you normally go in your draft classes?
There's over 400, so 400 times. Well, I wasn't able to do a 4th year this year. Last year I was, so 400 times 3, 1,200 players, and the updates can be 100 new players. So yeah, there's a lot of guys.
And this is all done inside of Madden, right? Where you're tweaking the sliders?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not. I don't do it on PC. I wish I had a good enough PC. I'm recording this on a 6-year-old laptop, so I'm surprised it's lasted, the 20 minutes we've been talking.
Hanging in there.
Yeah. So I do it all on PS5, which is even more tedious. Yeah,
that's crazy. You'd think they'd almost have, well, I guess not, given who it is, but you'd think they'd almost have like a program or something you could run and just tweak the stats that way, but that would probably be too much for EA to handle. But
yeah, that's asking too much for EA. I do work on NBA 2K every once in a while, and they got a really good streamlined process, but EA, they're not gonna do that.
That's so bad.
How do you streamline something like this? Because each player has like different stats and everything. Like, how would you like speed that process up if you could?
Like I said, the NBA, when you want to edit players, you can bulk edit, so you can go in the whole list and see all their ratings, just scroll up and down and quickly change anything. Here, you got to go into each player individually, edit each individual, piece of equipment or rating.
Oh my gosh!
Scroll back out, save it. Yeah. So if you got 400 guys and you got to do 100 new, it takes so long. So people say, "Hey, when's this coming?" I'm like, "Man, if you knew."
Working on it.
And then you got other guys to be like, I tried to do one, but it took me about 20 hours and I gave up. I'm like, it takes me 20 hours to do, 30 players.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you can do it. I mean, at least EA added that feature in and have not removed it yet. With all the bugs, I figured they would have just taken it out by now.
Yeah.
But it's still there for now. So I guess we can.
Motherfucker has Stockholm syndrome right now. Damn.
I
love it.
I know. We've been abused for so many years that we have to what little we do have.
Yeah. No. I have a little bit of an understanding of the stuff that you go through. Very, very, like 0.1% or something like that. But I'm the commissioner for our franchise league, and Bert and I have been doing a franchise with our buddies for many, many years now at this point. And there's not a whole lot of us in there, but enough to make it fun and interesting. And I always just went on and just downloaded the one that had the best reviews, but the updates weren't there. So yeah, like I think Archie Manning has been like in the past like 4 fucking draft classes at some point. It seems like everybody has him there, and he hasn't even declared for the draft yet IRL. So that's kind of funny, but going forward, Garg is going to be the only person we download from. So
I appreciate that. Yeah,
you
for sure.
You gained our respect, but I tried to do my own draft class just for funsies, and it was cool for like the first 5 people, and then I got fucking tired of it. But
it did.
I've seen custom draft classes of nothing to do with football. Have you seen those ones?
I was gonna ask.
Yeah, like the rappers and things like that.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Those are something.
Yeah. Donald Trump at tight end.
It's
or whatever it was.
Yeah, seriously. It was celebrities.
Yeah.
It was celebrities. So yeah, like Forrest Gump was a wide receiver, and fucking Kendrick Lamar would drop back to pass. Yeah, seriously. It was insane. We did an NBA class, and I had Kobe Bryant at middle linebacker, and he was a 99 overall right when you drafted him, and he just had max stats with everything. Like every single thing was maxed on him. So yeah, he got defensive rookie of the year pretty easily that season. But have you thought about doing something like that, just like a for funsies class?
Man, I don't even have the time to do what I'm doing. I don't feed my daughter for 3 days, so I can work on the 4th round of this class. So
attaboy.
Child abuse, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had more time. Like I do the videos on YouTube myself and just editing them, and for what little I'm actually bringing in monetary wise, I already waste way too much time. I wish I could do more, but yeah, I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you got like $1 a player. That'd be something.
Absolutely.
That'd be cool. But you go through and like I remember starting like, no, I'm just gonna make them sweaty. Like that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make them really good. So like when I did a singers one and I'd have like Eminem in there or something, like I want him to be really, really good. And I'm like, fuck his number, fuck everything else. And then it's like some 6'4" guy from Kentucky, quarterback with like long black hair coming out of his helmet. I'm like, this is kind of dumb. So then I go Marshall Mathers height. Okay, boy, he's short. He's gonna he's gonna be injured pretty quickly here. Wait, wow. Okay, so we have a 5'6", 175-pound quarterback here. This is no better than the auto-generated people at this point in Madden. So the cool thing about the auto-generated people, though, is you do get, like, your own people. Like, you get your own guys or something. I had some guy named Tolliver one time, dude, and that motherfucker could catch every pass with his butt cheeks. I mean, you threw him anything, and he was coming down with it. Completely made up. Wasn't real.
Yeah, I understand. I understand why people do it. I've always just liked using the real players, but the problem with that is people will be like, they'll wonder why I rate somebody 2 points higher than somebody on ESPN has them, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just a fan. I'm not a scout. I'm not a professional. You guys can go in and change it if you want to,
That is true too, because we can download your file and do whatever we want to it. Like, you're just giving us a baseline.
Okay. And I say all the time, if I was a scout, I would be working somewhere, or I would be on a real website. I'm just a fan who just spends too much time doing this stuff. That's all I am. You can do whatever you want to with it. When it's yours, I don't care. Knock yourself out. Make everybody a 99 and have a super team. I don't care.
Yep. Yeah, no. What do you think when EA flags a player's name or something like that and it's just a bunch of hashtags?
I don't know. I think that's if you play online, it every type of profanity. I've seen people, I've never had that problem. Every once in a while, I'll get a player. There'll be a guy, his first name is BJ, and it says I can't use that because if they think I'm a 10-year-old, and I make a funny name. But I'm just a 46-year-old trying to make a funny name. It's
exactly. Yeah.
But I've heard people say that issue. I don't know. I don't have any friends. I don't play online. I play by myself, so I don't have that problem.
Yeah. No, some guy's last name will be like Dixon or something. It'll just be a bunch of hashtags. His name will be like Dick Dixon, and it's just hashtag. That's all it is. Yeah. If you ever need a workaround somebody's name, hit up old Bert here. That's one thing that he can do very well. His owner's name is Cock and Ball Torture, and EA doesn't flag it. Nothing.
Nope.
So
it's an art, really.
He really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like Hawk. It's like Hawk Hant Holt Horcher. It's one of those things where, like, if you say it, it makes sense, but when you're reading it, you're like, "What is this word?"
It's so dumb. Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah. No, EA's something else, and that kind of goes on to our next point. You, Garg, you fan of Madden? You like it? You think it's a good quality game?
No.
Yeah,
I don't at all. I buy it every year. I try to play it every year. I think the gameplay can be decent at times, but everything else is so bad that there's really no reason to play it for an extended period of time. You can't get too far into your franchise without just issues popping up, and the other stuff, the story mode, I don't care.
Yeah,
the card collecting mode, I just don't care about any of that stuff. So, I try every year to play a little while. College football, their game is a little better, still not great, but yeah, I mean, I don't get through 1 year franchise. I play it for a few weeks, and then I just do this the rest of the year. So I guess this is how I get my money's worth out of the game. But no, man, it's that case for most sports games. I love sports games. I've grown up on them, but the quality has just fallen off with the rise of the card modes and, the live service stuff, which is the case with pretty much any video games, but especially sports games.
Oh, yeah.
They've been hit the hardest. Yes, but with all the exclusive deals, if you want to play an NFL game, Madden's all you got. Or if you want to play NBA, 2K's all you got. It's just so, I've been playing sports games for literally 40 years since the beginning. And, I try it every year, but no, I don't get hyped anymore. Back in the day, you used to do the midnight releases. It used to be a huge thing, and now it's just kind of
Oh, yeah.
Another year.
Yeah. If if you could change like one thing in Madden, what do you think your thing would be? My thing, I'll give you a second to think about it, but mine is just I want the gameplay just to be smoother. Is all. There's too much people running into each other,
God,
and
so
not being able to run the ball because you're getting caught up on your lineman's legs. You try to throw the ball to somebody and they just miss them for no reason. You can tell it's going to be a pick just based off of the animation that the defender's about to do. Like, it just needs to be smoother. There's just too much stickiness, too much clunkiness. You feel like you're a refrigerator running around in this game. So that's all. I mean, if they could just smooth that out, I think it could go a long ways.
No, you're absolutely right. They use their own engine, the Frostbite engine, and I think it was developed for first person. It was developed for something that is totally not a sports game. And you can tell with the canned animations, and they can't string together different moves. You play a game like NBA 2K, and that's got 1,000 problems of its own, but the gameplay is smooth and it chained together nice. You can tell it's built solidly. But yeah, man, I understand what you're saying. Just the animations, it looks like they're magneted together for tackle animations, or they fall over all the time. Yeah, it's a mess, and I definitely agree. The more when you first start playing, you're like, oh yeah, this ain't bad because you haven't played it in a while. But the more you dig into it, the more you see that, and I understand. I definitely agree with you. The gameplay is okay sometimes, but yeah, the animations, the running game, the interceptions, yeah, the more you play, the more that kind of thing, and that's why I can't get through more than a season, because it just gets to be too much, and it's just not fun. It's frustrating. You're trying to cheese the computer so things like that don't happen, and then you're not having fun. You're trying to avoid stuff like that, and it's just yeah.
That's the issue we're having in our franchise now. Is we're a few years deep or a few seasons into it now, and we have a couple guys that are just cheesing the absolute shit out of it. One of his receivers has over 3,000 yards in the season, and there's still 4 games to go. I mean, this motherfucker is just – the computer is just not guarding his guy. It's not like he's going up like Calvin Johnson and catching it every time. Like, the defense, will not guard this guy. They just will not put a motherfucker on him, and he is just walking into the end zone. And people like Bert just giggle to themselves because they're basically playing offense only in practice mode and just scoring touchdown after touchdown, and they think it's so funny. So now – I have to be the big asshole commissioner to go and make the game harder for them. So, and they get all mad at me for it, but it's just like, hey man, it's not cool seeing your receiver get an entire career's worth of yards in one fucking season.
Half a
it's
season.
Stupid. Yeah, god damn, chill with it.
Yeah, that's how I am. The rare times I go on to try to play another human being online, they cheese the same play, and there's nothing I can do, and I get pissed off. And then I try to play the computer, and I have to restrain myself so I don't destroy them with the same play over and over again. That's basically the Madden gameplay cycle. Yeah, play online and get frustrated, or play offline and get frustrated.
Yeah, so. Exactly, and be bored out of your mind. I think there's some settings that you can do, like you can do cooldowns where you have to wait a certain amount of plays to call it again. We're getting to the point, though, Garg, where I'm going to have to do, limits in a game on how many times you can call a play. First it was 3 plays cooldown. You had to run 3 plays before you could spam the cheese play again. But they just found 3 plays that they could cheese. So they would just cycle through those 3 over and over again. So then I bumped it up to 6. Well, those guys started losing a little bit. Well, now they're fucking blowing the opponent out, so I'm guessing they fucking found a cycle that works again.
We found 7 plays now.
Yeah, so now we're at 93 plays before you can play it now. But I think that's the next part is just guys, I'm going to make it so that you have a 5 call limit per game. You can only call this play 5 fucking times. So make sure you're doing it at the right time. I don't want to play like this. You guys are assholes, though, and ruin it for everybody. But the big enemy here is EA. Why would you, going against your friends, purposely nerf yourself Hell, if I know I'm going to sack the fucking computer on this play, you damn right I'm going to sack his ass. I ain't going to be like, oh, no, it's okay. It's okay, Aaron Rodgers. Get up. You can throw it. I'll let you have this one here. Like,
yeah.
your brother out.
I'll hold back.
Yeah. I've seen people who do other content, sliders especially. They have to have a whole set of rules, house rules, so they don't completely, dominate the computer because it's really broken. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we're getting to that point too, and it's like I don't even really want to do this anymore. If we're gonna have so many fucking rules here at this point, like,
we're like less playing the
game,
crazy, and more trying to just cheese the computer. It's not football anymore.
No, it's not. I found some cheese on defense to where like I'm sacking the quarterback every time. It's like I think Myles Garrett on my team has like 39 forced fumbles this year. And like 48 sacks. It's like stupid. It's just not.
Yeah, man, you got like 200 tackles for loss, and that's just that's not.
Yeah,
not
it was
possible.
so cool the first time it happened. I beat the fucking computer like 133-14. I was so proud of myself, and then it happened again, and then again and again. I'm like, well,
all right, this isn't special anymore.
Yeah, I no longer feel cool. But then I think EA does it because of jackasses like Bert who literally tug their shit to this over and over again. They're like, oh my God, I'm so fucking good at this 133-13. Oh my God, I'm so fucking good at this 145-7. Oh my God. That's like, yeah, that's how Bert is. So me and you are like, all right.
It's so hard not to get engaged. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's because Garg and I have at least been with a woman, so I think that's why we don't get so excited about this kind of shit. So
this is my excitement.
Ain't fun if you don't got to work for it. I mean, you can sleep with your wife or you can sleep with a prostitute, right? I mean, one's going to be a little bit more meaningful, skill-based, if you will, Bert.
Okay, that's crazy. True, though. True. I understand the parallels.
Yeah. So, yeah, Garg, before he came on, he says, I didn't do too much research on you guys. And like, good.
Yeah.
Because if you did, you
I just jump head first.
Yeah.
Our name's sandwiched between two hamburger buns, so I think you got a pretty good idea of what you're getting.
It wasn't going to be anything scholarly.
Yeah, it wasn't an academic debate, that's for sure.
Nah.
So, you play any of the arcade-style sports games or anything like that? The Streets or the Jams or...
They don't really make them anymore.
No, they don't. You gotta.
I used to love, NFL Blitz, NBA Street back in the day. I don't know. They're just
my language.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think people would love that kind of thing, but
gosh,
they tried doing it. What was that? A couple Maddens ago, they had what did they call it? The Yard. That's the closest we've got in the last
but
decade.
That's another one of those pay to win things. You gotta give them all your money to build up your character, so you can just annihilate the suckers who aren't gonna throw money.
Yeah, and I was telling Bert this, Garg, but it was literally Madden, but with different animations. So like it played the exact same way. So it was still the shitty, clunky controls, except when you juke somebody, they would spin the ball behind their back. Yeah. And instead of just a normal truck, the guy would jump on your back and he'd ride you like a horse for a minute, and then he'd fall off. Besides a normal throw, they would throw it behind their back. Like it was the exact same game, except the animation changed. Like,
they just added a couple new animations and called it
a Yeah, that's all that it was. So my personal favorite video game of all time, not sports game, favorite video game of all time is NFL Street 2. And they have a community behind them right now called NFL Street Reborn, where they have modded NFL Street 2 with all modern players and likeness and things like that. So kind of like what you do for Madden, but for this NFL Street game. Have you heard of these guys?
No, I haven't. I don't PC game. I need to get into that and
big time.
And make some videos about that kind of thing, because that's awesome. Modded communities are the best. I basically do mods for PS5, which is a lot more limiting, but it's the same thing, making these games playable for those guys who want something like that. But yeah, that sounds great. I used to love those EA. I think it was EA Big when they used to do those games back in the day. Yeah, those are awesome. So yeah, absolutely. I definitely need to check that out.
No, so yeah, and it actually works really good. Bert downloaded it to my computer, and it worked so good, and I spent so many hours in it. Then I had to try to download Blitz the League 2 to my PC, and then I had to factory reset my computer. I don't know what he did, but he fucked up my PC so bad, I literally had to factory reset it. It was insane. Whatever he did.
I downloaded like 4 different emulators. It was just...
Yeah, watch out for those viruses, man.
Oh, I know. They were absolutely riddled with viruses.
I know. Yep. So Bird is 1 for 2.
That was not good.
So now he has to come back over and re-download Reborn. But it literally, dude, is the exact same game that we played when we were younger, except with modern NFL rosters. So, like, Josh Allen's on the cover. Patrick Mahomes is running up the fence, throwing it deep to Kelsey and things like that. Like, it was so cool to see that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll definitely have to
pretty
check
close
that
to their likeness. Yeah. I mean, it's still all the in-game models, so as close as they can get. But
try and keep,
I don't even fucking think Patrick Mahomes was like born yet when this game came out or whatever. But
I doubt it.
Yeah. So, and there's a few things they would change in game. Like, I feel like there's a couple banners up that were a bit more modern, but other than that, it was the exact same game, same shit talking, same craziness, everything. And
the shit talking's so good in that game.
we would stream that on Twitch, and it was just so fucking fun, dude. Gosh, those games were so fun back then.
Yeah, man, I just miss either make a simulation game, which is cool, or just make an arcade, make a fun arcade game. You know, I like I said, I'm from the 80s and 90s. I remember NBA Jam in the arcades and how awesome that was, and just, you know, those kind of games are fun, and they just don't do them anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why they stopped, but probably because they can't get the steady stream of revenue from these people all year to just make a game and release and say, here you go, enjoy, have fun. Sports games especially.
I think it's just a combination of things. I think it's because these sports games are a monopoly, so they constantly make hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars every single year. So they don't have to change anything. And if they were to make an EA Street game, that's just going to take revenue away from Madden. So I think from like a business side, it doesn't make sense for EA at all. I think it would make their customers a lot more fucking happy. That's for sure. Like, EA is like ranked the worst fucking company like in the world or something like that. I saw like it's like the most, literally like the most hated company on the planet, and shit like that. So it's just like I think that's the big thing. But I think it's not just the craziness, dude, of like running up the walls and stuff like that and fucking the ball catching on fire and slamming it down. It just felt like you could do something in those games. Like when you go to like stuff somebody in NBA Jam, like if you time that right, dude, you're going to stuff the shit out of somebody. Sure, you go 30 feet in the goddamn sky when you do it, but like you felt like you did that. You know what I mean? Or when you lay out in these sports games and you make the game-saving tackle or the game or diving catch in the game, like that's all you. In Madden, you can't do anything like that. You dive in Madden, your character just basically falls down. He doesn't do anything worth the shit. Like when you dive, it doesn't feel like you did anything there. In NBA, it's pretty fucking hard to stuff somebody, and if you do, you mainly follow the son of a bitch. It didn't work, so then they get 2 free throws after that. It just felt like you specifically were contributing to that, and in these modern sports games, it doesn't feel like you really are doing anything.
No, you're right. Yeah. Rocket League is an arcade game. It's soccer with race cars, and that's one of the most popular games for the past 10 years. People want that thing, but I think you're right. I think the only ones that are going to release a football game, so why they got a contract to release it every year, so they're going to do it regardless and put in the effort. They're the money every year, and I'm the same way because I bought the thing since the '90s. Every year we're like, well, this is going to be the same goddamn game next year. It's going to be the same shit with a little bit updated rosters, and guess what? I buy it every year, so I'm guilty.
Yep.
I just need to shut my mouth and just accept what it is because we all buy it every year for some reason. So why would they do anything different?
Yeah,
I don't blame. That's how businesses work, and they're getting our money. So
yeah, they're evil.
They're happy.
I don't know why like there's not like a non-simulated sports games like coming out there. Like I know a lot of people are like, it's the NFL, all that shit. Like I don't want to play a football game that doesn't have the NFL brand on it. I've tried those off-brand things and it just doesn't feel good. I don't enjoy it. It might just be because it doesn't have like a Madden budget, but I feel like an arcade style sports game are pretty relatively cheap compared to all this other stuff here. You don't have to worry about the licensing. Like,
yeah, I've seen people have tried it. There's been, I see, yeah, to your point, I can't even think of the name of any of these games because they're so forgettable, but there's been some that have focused on, we're going to come up with a really awesome engine that doesn't rely on animations and it's all physics based, but they're just going to have, blue team versus red team, and nobody's going to care about that. Nope. And I don't. I mean, that's why I create these rosters with real players because I don't like fake players. So yeah,
there's an investment in the brand
until the exclusivity is gone. Which Roger Goodell, he's as money hungry as EA Sports, and they just signed another exclusive deal. That's never going to go away. It's just the way it's going to be.
Yep, I saw that too. Yeah. No, it's just crazy. There's this guy I watch on YouTube, and he talks about how Madden is just really shit the bed bad over the years, and how in the early 2000s there's games there that did things better than the games in 2025, 2026 have features that were in 2005 that are not in 2026.
People, the community for NFL 2K5, they're still 21 years later going strong, and they had ESPN license, they had a first-person camera mode, they had all kinds of things. And that was 21 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, and the game just felt better too. Like it was physics-based. There's that All-Pro Football 2K9 or whatever where you could play as Hall of Famers. And things like that. So you literally had like Joe Montana dropping back to Jerry Rice or dumping it off to Barry Sanders, and like you would have just perfect like physics base. You would see the receivers adjust based off of physics and things like that, over the shoulder throws that would drop right into the basket kind of thing. Back in like 2008, 2009.
You guys figured it out, so just bring it back.
Yeah, you did it right. Why'd you take that away? Damn it!
Yeah. People want real NFL teams. They're not really gonna. You can throw some of the players in, but he's got the NFL license, and that matters.
Yeah, and they just have some things that are just kind of like just so stupid in the game too. Like icing the kicker is some of the most unrealistic things I ever seen. Like you should not have to solve a goddamn Rubik's Cube to kick a 25-yard game winner. Like, what are we doing here? It's just like the whole thing just disappears. Like, you're basically kicking it blindfolded. And I'm like, trust me, I understand that pressure does something to a fella, but I don't think I should have to go outside with my controller and kick in order to make this here.
The funniest thing, I've never used it, but there is an option to challenge a play. Like, a computer thing is going to get a play wrong, and you can challenge it. So weird. But when you watch the replay, half the time the replay is wrong anyway. So I mean, why are they even? Why are they?
Yeah. Yep. Had one of those the other day. It's literally like I can see the dude doesn't even have both of his feet down, and they're calling this
I know, right?
A touchdown. What is happening here?
Slow motion, both feet are out, and they say it's good.
Yeah. It's like whatever. I'm going to skip this so they don't change their mind.
Well,
so yeah, no, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, it's just so animation based. Like, you can throw the ball, and you can just like when you hike the ball, you can tell by the way your receiver stepped and how that defender reacted, he burned him. He's burned.
Yeah.
Cool. Just wait till he's 12 yards down the field, and you're going to get a 93-yard touchdown here.
When your man reached out to me to be on this podcast, he said, "Oh, we just talk shit about Madden." I'm like, "Okay, I'm in. I got it."
Mm-hmm. Yep. Nope.
They make it far too easy.
We're honest.
Yeah, they make it.
We could do this for days, dude. Seriously, days. And
I don't think anybody loves Madden. I mean,
if they do,
so I've never heard anybody. Man, I love this game.
They need to be put in a cell.
A masochist, yeah. The thing about Madden is, like, its bones are fucking good. Like, you guys have something here, but it's just once it starts to get away from the foundation, it starts to fall apart, and they never pivot. They never change anything. They never do anything with it, kind of thing. Madden has been something that has revolutionized football as a whole. It's made it, for me, as somebody, to understand the game a lot more. It's really increased my knowledge on football and players and history and things like that. Like, this has done a lot for our culture. It's just, like, how can you have something so monumental go so fucking bad? Like, you're just letting it squander over and over again.
Yeah, I've been playing this game since it was John Madden football, and it used to be amazing. It was so far ahead of these other games. I mean, especially when they got the NFL teams in there, it used to be amazing. And just throughout the years, when I don't know if it's a lack of competition or they know they're going to get millions of dollars in sales every year, regardless, and just stopped caring, or I don't know. But yeah, it used to be awesome. That's why it initially outlasted all these other games that came and went, and now that it's the only one left, it's just, I don't know. We want NFL football. NFL is the most popular sport in America. Everybody wants to watch it. We want to play it, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So it's either deal with it or just don't have a football game, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's horrible.
Yeah. Did some company from, like, Saudi Arabia, like, buy EA too?
Yeah. So I don't know if it'll get better, but maybe it'll at least be different. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Was this recently?
Yeah, within the past 6 months or so, right?
6 months, yeah. Yeah.
They
bought EA too.
They got money to burn over there. They got to spend it on something.
Yeah, exactly.
They're literally just looking for ways to burn it at this point. Right. Yeah, this is very outside my lane, but I'm not really sure how much a Middle Eastern company is going to help an American football game. But I'm guessing they have divisions and people that work for them that can probably handle this kind of stuff.
Yeah, they know what's going on.
Kind of thing, yeah. But I think literally anybody better than the current regime would do better.
Anybody else, please. Cut these
literally
guys off.
Anybody. I can't do it.
Get them out of here.
Yeah. Well, if they're gonna be terrible, at least we'll get a different kind of terrible, so it'll be refreshing for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'll be nice that you can at least complete a pass, but your quarterback shits himself every other play, which would be awesome. But a boy can dream. You said you do other rosters and things like that. Are there any, like, is Madden like the number one sports game that you play, or do you fuck around with like MLB, NHL, NBA? You talked about a little bit.
We do I'm part of a really awesome team for MLB The Show. We do rosters every year. For the past 4 years, we've had the highest downloaded roster.
Oh, that's cool.
By far.
That's awesome.
And me and another guy who's like a genius with knocking off and doing art. So if everybody wants to stay tuned for that, it's going to be really cool.
That's awesome.
I work on NBA every once in a while, but my channel, people want Madden, and so that's what I work on the most. That's what gets the view, and that's what drives the engagement. So that's what I spend the most time on. But yeah, I try to do those 3 games as much as I can. Different things with MLB The Show, but yeah, if anybody here is listening is a fan of that one, definitely check it out, because that's the best work that we do, I think. And that's the one thing that I don't do on my own. I got another. It's instead of draft classes, we rework the entire roster. So, major league and minor league players. I do the likeness and get all the top 30 prospects, and this other guy who's just a real numbers nerd. He is an analytical genius and gets, ratings, because the default ratings for the default rosters are absolutely terrible and they don't play well. So he reworks everything, and it really, yeah. So that's going to be my focus soon. As soon as I get through these last draft classes, which I can admit that I'm getting pretty burnt out on at this point. So I'm ready to do something new. Yeah. So that's the next thing. Mm-hmm. So, and I got a website that I'm trying to get built back up. But yeah, I do all this stuff on my own, and it's a lot. And yeah, but it's enjoyable, and people seem to like it. So yeah, I probably won't stop anytime soon.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I've always wanted to get more into other sports games, especially NBA. I feel like basketball games could be so much fun, but I can't figure out the NBA games too much. Same thing with baseball. Like, there's too much going on there.
Yeah, I will say NBA 2K has as many problems with the money thing and the greediness, and probably more so than Madden. But
oh gosh,
if you play the association or you get into it, it's a really good game of basketball. If you can get past all the other garbage and just get in there and play some franchise style games, it's easily the best gameplay of any of the sports games out there.
Yeah.
It's just they got a battle pass, they got the Fortnite model, and it's just so predatory. It's awesome. Really hard to get through. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think I just have to have a better understanding of basketball too. Like, I'll go in and I'll create a guy, and he'll be a awesome 3-point shooter, and I'm like, all right, cool, I got drafted in this round or whatever. Here we go. I'm excited. And then like 19 games go by, and I can finally play. It'll be like, all right, play. Start when I can play, and then just 19 games go by, and then I get in like in the last 37 seconds. And they won't give me the fucking ball, so I'm like running back and forth. And then finally they give me the ball, I shoot it, I missed. And the coach just chews my ass out when I don't play like for another 30
That's why I didn't play for 19 games.
That's crazy. What the hell?
Yeah.
Too realistic. Like, way too realistic.
Yeah, LeBron passed it to me, and then I just go to shoot it, and I fucking got packed. I'm like, okay, well.
Well, it lasted, I suppose.
I didn't see you going 100% tonight, Mr. James, but I didn't run my mouth. So, yeah, but the NBA Jam, NBA Playgrounds, sign me up for that. I'm all.
Oh, yeah, NBA Street. Yeah, those are, yeah. NBA Jam used to be a cultural phenomenon back in the mid-90s.
When that came out,
it was cool.
Yeah,
arcade games.
Yeah,
I missed arcades.
Yeah, seriously, that was awesome. And it was just simple. Like, anybody could figure that out. Like, non-sports fans can figure out how 2v2 basketball works pretty quickly.
Yeah, sports games peaked when you had a jump button and a shoot button. That's really all you need.
That's all you need. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you talked a bit about the show a little bit. I played a lot of Mario Super Sluggers on the Wii. And dude, that game, it felt so good when you hit one out of the fucking park. When you walk up as fucking Donkey Kong and you just punch the ever-living shit out of the fucking ball. Like, that's when video games were fun and things like that. And I have a hard time getting that kind of an excitement out of any modern sports game nowadays. Even when I have like a 93-yard touchdown in Madden, it's like, all right.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep. PAT time.
All right.
Just frowning the whole time it's happening. There's a couple of times where I'll get up and let a gritty out or something, but other than that.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
That's especially when I'm going against Bert, so.
Oh, my. No.
But, yeah, no, they don't make them like they used to. Do you fuck around with any other games, dude, outside of sports? Or?
Oh, yeah.
What else you do?
I mostly play other games. Yeah, here and there. Pokemon,
Okay.
RPGs. Yeah, if people who are on my Discord and can see what I'm playing all day long, they're like, "Hey, how come you're not working on Madden? How come you're playing all these other games?" Because I don't play Madden, man.
I'm
That's
drilling
I
your
get on there
mother
and work
right
on
now,
stuff
dude.
every
Leave
once in
me
a while, but I don't
alone.
really play sports games like that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. No. Well, did you see that Logan Paul sold the most expensive Pokemon card last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, he had the Charizard. These nerds with all the money. Yeah.
Ruin it for us. 16 million, I think.
That is insane.
Yeah, I wish I could go back to '97 and hold my old Pokemon cards.
Dude,
Oh
That'd
God.
be nice.
I've talked about the story on the pod, and it's one of my biggest regrets in this life. I used to collect the shit out of these Pokemon cards when I was a kid. Loved them.
Mhm.
Absolutely went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over these damn things. And one time in 6th grade, we had a little fake market thing
Yeah.
where you had to sell stuff so students could learn how to run a business and things like that. Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you do anything like that?
Yeah. We did it with candy. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
So you could make your own shit. You could sell stuff that you had, everything. We had all this fake currency and taxes and all of this stuff. And our currency was called Duck Bucks. And it was this stupid fucking paper with stupid fucking ducks on it. And I sold my entire fucking Pokemon collection for Duck Bucks.
Oh God.
I'm so.
And you see how these adults are with their Pokemon cards now. You should have held on to them.
Oh
You sure do.
my God. Yeah.
I know.
crazy.
You know, I'm aware. I remember, gosh, I just sold fucking so many of those things. I think I kind of forgot the project was due, so I'm like, Pokemon's kind of stupid. I'm gonna just sell that shit now.
I get
for Duck Bucks.
got a couple binders.
I didn't think I got a good grade either. I think I
That's
fucking
the worst.
got a C or something.
Oh my God.
And I remember there was this little idiot, a card, and his name was Spoink. And do you know are you familiar with Spoink, Garg?
For a 46-year-old man, I know way too much about Pokemon. Yes, I do.
Okay, so
That's awesome.
I had Spoink.
Spoink.
Yep.
Love this
his
story.
name was
Love
Spoink.
this story.
Burton. He literally had a spring built into his ass.
Yeah,
And that's about all I
right.
remember.
Yep.
It's like
That's
a
all the
cylinder.
backstory that Pokemon need.
Yeah.
Yep. And they put a spring in his ass, and I think he had a pink ball on his head, and that's about it. His name was Spoink.
Yep.
And we had an auction, live auction. And these kids are going back and forth their Duck Bucks. I'll give you 85. No, I'll give you 90. Finally, someone said 100 Duck Bucks. And I said sold. I didn't even fucking let it go higher than that. Probably could have got 300 Duck Bucks, but as soon as he hit 100, that's a big number. So I sold my Spoink for 100 Duck Bucks. And I don't think I would have got a lot of money from Spoink today. But
never know.
I do look back and just think, the one that got away, man.
That is criminal.
Guard doesn't even want to talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Can't believe you sold Spoink.
I'm so pissed about that.
I'm done with this thing.
That's so
I had probably thousands of Pokemon cards too, dude, and the games and everything like that. I remember, dude. I know you do too, dude. Like plugging in them things in the Game Boys, and Pikachu would follow behind you and stuff like that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Gosh.
I tried a few years ago to start collecting them for my daughter, but now it's like a black market out there.
It's crazy how much it's blown up.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the next thing that's coming up is VHS tapes. I've seen those are starting to make a comeback.
Really?
Yep. Had about 1,000 of those too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go to Goodwill. You can see VHS tape graveyards out there.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I bet they
Yeah,
got plenty.
seriously. Those things are coming back. Had a shit ton of those. Cool. There's another fucking house payment down the drain. Probably sold those for fucking squirrel coin or something like that, whatever our 5th grade project was. So pissed off by that stuff. No, don't miss that, but
horrible.
Yeah,
no good.
Yeah, no, we play a lot of other games too as well. Madden's the one that I've probably played. Is the game I have the most hours in, like if you count all of them throughout the franchise and stuff. But definitely like to switch things up for sure. That one gets old pretty fucking quickly.
Yeah, you go crazy after a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Is there like do you get like any notifications or anything like that on your side of Madden, like when someone downloads it or things like that? Like what does that look like from the creator's point of view for a roster?
I can see the amount of downloads. The problem is the way they have their share set up is whoever gets their thing out there fastest is going to be the top downloaded. So that's why when you download the one that's got 5 million downloads, it's going to have something that looks like it was created back in August because they're too lazy to properly evaluate good file shares.
Oh, okay.
But usually I can tell from my YouTube videos, that's where I get the most engagement, and that's where I can see which the community is awesome. They're really appreciative of it because they're in the same boat as us. They want to play a football game, and so try to do what I can to make it a little better and a little more realistic for them. So that's where I get my enjoyment out of this game every year. I complain that I spend too much time doing it, but I enjoy it. I like it. I get to learn about the draft and things outside of the game itself from all the research and things I do, and then to help people out who just want to sit back and play a franchise for as long as they can. And if it helps them enjoy their game more, then it's worth it to me. As cheesy as that sounds, that's why I do it.
No,
I do enjoy it.
No, I think that's awesome. I mean, you got
somebody
a hell of
to
a
care
Discord
about the game.
here. Yeah,
right.
You got a pretty cool fans in here.
Everybody's awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
On your YouTube channel, you're like, yeah, I'm a fucking dumbass, but I finally made a damn Discord. It took me forever. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah. I know. I'm not. I do all this myself. The videos, the editing process, and that's why my videos look like something from 2010. I don't have these fancy animations. I don't live stream me playing the games because I'm way too boring to watch play. If you ever go on Twitch and watch these Madden players who, like you said, you don't get excited 93-yard touchdowns. They do get excited about every single goddamn play they do. I just can't act like that. I'm too old, I'm too boring. So,
no. And I think the shit that you do, too, is probably not the most fun stuff to watch either. We've edited videos on stream before, and everyone's fucking snoring away.
Snoozing,
Yeah, people have asked, hey, how come you don't live stream yourself creating or doing these ratings? Like, because I'm staring at my computer screen and I'm moving it down. You're going to want to watch the process. Just take the final result and be happy. I'm not going to
I'm also not going to talk to you either. Like, I'm not going to look at the screen, stop what I'm doing.
No, I'm not going to answer your questions, man. I'm just going to be sitting here doing data entry. Do you want to go to someone's job and watch them do data entry? That's what it is. It's not fun.
Scratch his ass every now and again.
Right.
That's about it. Yeah. Last question I have for you, man. Real football. Who's your team? Who you rooting for? Thoughts last season, upcoming season?
If it's not painful enough that I waste my life doing this, my real life team is the Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
Who are just a constant source of embarrassment for going on, 30 years now. We had
Our
Dan
last
Marino.
guest was a big Dolphins fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, it sucks.
Oh no.
I feel his pain. It sucks.
Yeah. Well, cry me a fucking river though, dude. I'm a Raiders fan, and Bert's a Saints fan, so.
Well, at least the Saints did something that one year, but
true.
Yeah, that's a collection of teams we got going on.
Yeah, we're pretty fun. Yeah. This is a terrible podcast episode for football-related shit now that I think about it. A Saints fan, a Dolphins fan, and a Raiders fan all walk into a bar.
Like these Patriots fans who, oh man, we sucked for like 5 years and then got back to the Super Bowl.
Blow me, dude. Oh, those people pissed me off.
I'm so
That's who Bert was rooting for, by the way, was the Patriots. He's sitting here giggling like, yeah, fuck those guys, Garg. But no, he was rooting for the Patriots this Super Bowl.
Once I got the macro view of like, this is how spoiled the fans got and all this shit, I'm like, okay, no. I am not supporting them anymore. But I'm glad somebody
he says
shed
that
the
after they
light on
lost,
that.
though, Garg, too.
It's
like a woman that leaves her man when you don't got no money, so...
Come on.
Yeah. Okay, so Dolphins fan. Yeah, I got to Raiders, so I have played with your Fernando Mendoza. I'm going to need you to bump his stats up, though, Garg, because he ain't saving the Raiders. So I need him a little
Not
higher.
Not good enough, yeah.
Nope. Can you do 103, or is 99 the highest?
99 is the highest you can go.
Damn. All right, well,
he'll get there.
I guess I'll have to wait till your next year's draft class then, because Fernando by himself.
I'm sure the Raiders will be picking high again.
Nah.
Yeah, I know, man. Oh, fucking Max Crosby's so pissed off. They're like, all right, dude, this time we got our coach. He's like, brother, my brother in Christ. Do you know how many times I've heard that in a row, by the way?
Poor dude.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, and then you guys do the Dolphins. Like, you guys you're losing everybody over there. Tyreek's gone. Your head coach is gone. Tua's probably on his way out.
It's just, yeah. They like to rebuild every 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Golly. Yeah. No, like, are they planning on like doing the Quinn Ewers thing, or are they going to take somebody else?
I don't know. This draft has one good quarterback, Mendoza. I hope they don't waste it. I hope
he going.
They just don't pick on a quarterback. Just is bad. If you're going to be bad, just
go get Archie, man.
Be bad. See if Ewers has something. I don't think he does. Bring in someone like Malik Willis. Maybe he can do something. But honestly, the Dolphins suck. This next draft class, you got Arch Manning. I don't know how good it'll be, but be bad. Just be bad. If you're gonna try to get a quarterback, and draft somebody taller than 5'11" this time.
Hopefully, he throws it with his right hand too. Damn lefties, never trusted him.
I am a lefty, and I feel the same way.
Yeah, well, exactly. I still stand by my words. No, but yeah, it's Quinn Ewers though. Side note, like, that's a guy Bert drafted like 3 Maddens ago. So I'm
invested. I hear that name and it's just like,
well, and that's what I'm talking about. This is go ahead.
Funny enough, I had him as my top 2 Maddens ago. He was a number 1 overall pick for my first draft class. That's how quarterbacks work.
Dude, we might have had your fucking draft classes for a while at this point.
I would not be surprised.
But like, this is one, and I know you said you do it for the fans and stuff like that. Like, take some pride in the work that you do, because you gave someone like Quinn Ewers like an actual name to some people here. Like, Bert and I would have no fucking idea who this was if someone like you didn't make these custom draft classes and make him in there for Bert to draft, and then for me to see how Bert does with him and things like that.
Yeah, man, that's a cool. I don't get the outside perspective that often, but yeah, for people who actually do play their franchises for a few years to kind of be attached to that guy they drafted. Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. That's a cool story. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and that's why it's cooler to do it your way versus auto-generated, because I can get attached to some guy named fucking Brandon Hobson all I want, but he's not real, so I can't watch his actual career. Now with Ewers, he's cool because he was on the cover of NCAA when that came back, and then he got like drafted in the 6th round this year or something like that, and then we actually got to see him start a little bit. It's just cool to see these fucking random people that we drafted so long ago actually have a career and gain an Instagram follower, or actually sign them in fantasy football or something like that. Like it's cool, and it's because you guys make these cool, custom classes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, but whenever you want to make like a celebrities class or something like that, dude, I can't wait to fucking stick somebody as Ellen DeGeneres. It's gonna be so much fucking fun.
Hey, once my channel gets 1 million subscribers and I can dick around all day long because I know I'm getting paid, I'll do all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah.
Just put Burtonberger in there at some
20
point.
years or so.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That's all we ask. That was one thing I wanted to say real quick. Do you only do T1 players?
No. I make sure to get with I don't know how much you know about college football, but with the transfer portal, all these guys are moving up to big schools. But yeah, I try to dig in and get some of those smaller school guys because they end up on NFL rosters, and I try. That's why I do a lot of my own research instead of just going off ESPN's mock drafts and things like that. I try to get different schools represented. So because I've heard, say you're a fan of Southwest Missouri State or something, and you see a guy, you're going to draft that guy, like you said, because hey, look, I go there, I know that guy. So yeah, I try to get those different schools represented. Some small schools, some non-Division I schools. Yeah, absolutely. That's a lot of the research I do to try to get those diamonds in the rough little guys out there too.
Interesting.
Because it's easy just to load them up with Ohio State guys or go off of different websites. But part of the things I do is try to get my own, as a fan, an educated fan, but I'm still just a fan, to try to get different guys out there that you see in every other class as well.
I actually played college football 1 year. So.
Oh yeah?
I was a tight end.
Don't say kicker.
Oh, lol. Nope, I was a tight end.
Okay. Yeah.
Played just my freshman year. Too many girls. I just couldn't handle it, so I had to drop out.
Oh, yeah, sounds terrible.
Overwhelmed, really. Yeah.
It was overwhelming. So yeah, you might have actually made me in one of your classes before.
Maybe.
No, I'm kidding.
I was offensive lineman in high school, and that's the only position that doesn't get girls. The fat guy who sits there and nobody knows who he is.
Dude, I was so fucking awful. I was like, I can't deal with this shit no more. Oh, it's making me hate the sport I love. I was just getting thumbed every practice, literally. So I wasn't eligible for the transfer portal. I think I could have gone to it, but they'd been like, what the fuck are you doing here, dude? Get out of here. Start spraying me with water or something like there's cats around. Like, get. Fuck hard. Homeless people in the transfer portal again. Yeah. It's a very much technicality, but I do like to flex it anytime I can.
Hey, you played football. That's all that matters. You could just leave the story at that.
Yeah, if you're ever low on tight ends for your draft class, let me know and I can give you some very. I'd probably be like a 3 overall in Madden, honestly. So.
No, come on now.
Maybe a 4 if I lost a few pounds. We'll see. So, out of 99, by the way, chat. It's not like out of 5 stars or anything. So, nothing to squawk home about. But, anyways, though, dude. We appreciate you coming on. Do you want to shout out your shit, tell people where they can find you?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys. SportsGamingRosters.com, YouTube Sports Gaming Rosters. Just hop on the YouTube. I'm most active. Got a lot of videos there and good community, and you can find your way to the Discord and things like that. And I'm trying to build it up as much as I can with the limited time I have, and I really appreciate it. Yeah. I'm glad I finally got on here.
Yeah. Well, we got her to work, man, and we appreciate you being patient and flexible with all of that. And also, if you guys want to check out Garg's stuff, Bert will have it down in the description below where you can find all of his links and things like that. And if you are looking for a realistic custom draft class for your Madden franchises, hit her boy up. This takes a lot of work to do these kinds of things. So love shouting out our local creators here and make this dog shit, gosh awful game a little bit more manageable. So you're our heroes, dude. Yeah. We appreciate you.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for stopping on by. And Bert, again, thanks for nothing. I love doing this podcast with you. Piece of
it was
garbage.
Funny entertaining from my seat here, yeah. It was great.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Okay, anyways, thank you all for listening to this episode of the Bert and Burger Podcast. We're just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. And don't you forget, still, at the end of the day, it's only comedy, so chill.
Chill, chill, chill.
Chill with it. Other than that, thank you for vibing. Thank you for hanging out. And we'll see all of you lovely people in the next episode. Take care. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I don't think anybody loves Madden.
If they do,
so I've never heard anybody. Man, I love this game.
They need to be put in a cell.